Liverpool take on PSV Eindhoven in the Champions League this evening. The Reds, coming off horrendous form, once again play a game of football. Oh, the joys. We are going to watch Arne Slot's Liverpool play yet another game of football. And I'm going to be completely honest, I'm a bit under the weather this morning. So I thought, look, we'll do a lazy video. We'll go through the Liverpool subreddit, see how everyone is feeling ahead of the game tonight. Just have a general chat around the state of affairs and look ahead to this evening's game if looking ahead is the phrase you can really use. So please do hit the like button before we get into it. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. My name is Conor if you didn't know, and let's jump straight to the comments. First comment I see then is from Bilbo Baldkins, who says, I say we win, look like we've got a tactical identity, and start a big long out of this world unbeaten run. Sounds like a plan to me. That does sound like a good plan in fairness. Will it happen? I highly doubt it, but let's be optimists here. Let's try and get a bit of cheer going. So, do I see us winning tonight? I do. I think PSV just aren't at the level. Like, I know we've been shocking, but if we can't win tonight, then that's curtains. Like, all the players should be sold, along with the manager being sacked. We have to win. If we go on a long unbeaten run, that will be excellent. I know we do have some easier fixtures coming up, if we can say easy, when we're playing as bad as we are, but tonight should be the first victory of a few. Like, we have to be beating West Ham, Leeds, Sunderland, these teams in the Premier League, if we have any chance of turning this season around, and if Arne Slot wants to have any chance of keeping his job. Even then, you can debate whether that's enough or not, but we do have to start winning games again, because it's gone on too long now. It's been ridiculous. He himself said it's been ridiculous, and yeah, we just have to win. Surely we can't lose to PSV tonight. Can we? Next one here then from NLF7, who said, winning here changes nothing, unfortunately. I want to see changes tonight to test out what we can do against West Ham at the weekend. If we see the same team we've been consistently seeing, with Gakpo and Salah on the wings, I'm going to be very worried. And I would agree, like, I think we do need to rotate tonight, obviously, because we have so many games coming up, and the lads did just play at the weekend as well. So, Cody Gakpo for me, I wouldn't be starting him, but I wouldn't be one bit surprised to see him starting, considering that he's playing against his former club, and he done the press conference yesterday and stuff. So, wouldn't surprise me to see him there. Probably doesn't deserve it, in all honesty. Like, himself and Salah have been very poor. They're not helping the situation with Alexander Isak up front as well, because like they always seem to cut in and kind of they cut in and take shots that don't really link up with the striker at all. So it does leave the striker isolated. So maybe we do need to just change how we play. Maybe play with no wingers, or else like get Federico Chiesa, Rio and Gamoja, a few players like that onto the pitch. Maybe try Ekitike out left even. Just switch it up, like we said. Like, something is not working, so we need to just change it up. See what does work, and then just guarantee that we can beat West Ham at the weekend, because we can't be losing that game as well. Nice of Trent to drop into the comments here. So Jupeface said, any recommendations for a good spot in Madrid to catch the game tonight? So that is obviously Trent's burner account, looking to hate watch Liverpool as we get battered by PSV Eindhoven. But I would have my suspicions there that probably is Trent just looking for a spot to go laugh at Liverpool, because I'm sure he's gotten enough grief from Liverpool fans. I'm sure he'll want to give it back to us as we lose yet another game. Next up then, Short Internal 9854 said, somehow Gakpo and Salah will score. Szoboszlai right back will have a wonderful game. Liverpool will probably win or have a higher chance to win. Arne will see that positive, somewhat forgetting a false positive, and rewards Gakpo with a run of games only to be hammered in the next at least 4 or 5 games straight in the Premier League, and the cycle continues. Yeah, it does seem that way, doesn't it? Like, it does seem like we try something, it doesn't work. We try it again, it does work, and then Arne Slot believes that is the solution, so he sticks with it. Like, Szoboszlai at right back, like, he does a job there, but the loss in midfield when you take him out is far greater than the benefit of having him at right back. Like, just get Joe Gomez out there, get Curtis Jones out there even, there's someone else. Like, I don't want to see Szoboszlai starting right back this evening. The other day, I would have had Calvin Ramsey start right back. He can't play tonight because he's not in the Champions League squad, obviously, but yeah, I do not want to see Dominic Szoboszlai at right back, because it just doesn't work, because we lose too much in midfield without him in there, and he's too integral. He's been our best player this season, and he has to be playing in the correct position. That Cruxter here then said, oh God, why must you forsake me with another game? I think that's how a lot of us are feeling, to be honest, especially when I woke up this morning with a sore throat and a blocked nose. I was thinking, of all the days, could we not just not have to watch Liverpool today? But alas, we do play again. We have to get behind the team. As much as we are hating watching Liverpool at the minute, we have to get behind it and hope for a good result. But yeah, just why, God, why? This is brilliant. Honey, it's time to watch the Reds have 70% possession and concede first again. Yeah, every single game it seems like we start bright, we concede, and that's us game over. We don't ever come back. That's top class from Aaron Smith there, in fairness. Honey, it's time to watch the Reds have 70% possession and concede first again. Stevie IRL then next said, it's been since the Hodgson days since I didn't look forward to matches. We'll probably play great and win and then lose at the weekend when Slot reverts to his own tactics. Jesus, yeah, those days under Roy were dark in fairness. I was quite young at the time, but I do remember them still. But I keep seeing people comparing this to then as well. People like, oh, well, you obviously weren't around during the Hodgson days, but like, we were actually shit then. Like, we shouldn't be shit now. Like, if you see the team that was on the pitch when Roy Hodgson was manager, like, our expectations were, oh, well, we're doing worse than we should be. We should be 8th, not 14th, rather than we should be 1st or 2nd, rather than whatever, 12th at the minute. Like, we were actually bad then. We're not bad now. We should be good, but we are bad. So I'm going in circles here, but you get my point. Like, expectation versus reality is a big thing, and I don't think you can really compare the Roy Hodgson days to the Arne Slot days, because we are a top team now. We have a top squad, and we should be up in the top 2 or 3 and competing for every trophy, which just another belter here. Oh fuck, I forgot about this internal screaming. That's brilliant. Yeah, I think a lot of us are waking up like that this morning. Does anyone know if Wirtz is fit? Could be key here and a good way to build up form. And as the comment underneath says, yeah, he wasn't training, which is disappointing because, like, I think the Champions League is where he has shone for us. It's the place where he's getting good minutes, he's putting in good performances, and ultimately just gaining confidence. So for him to be missing this game, it's not great. We don't know when exactly he will be back. All the reports just said a muscle problem. And Arne himself said he'd be back before Conor Bradley, which was 3 weeks initially. But does that mean 10 days? Does that mean 2.5 weeks? Like, we don't really know when he's back, but let's hope he is back soon. We do just need him. Like, he was fantastic off the left for Germany during that international break, and he's putting in some decent performances for us as well, to be fair. So the quicker we can get him back, the quicker we can get him bedded in, the more we can get him and Isak on the pitch together as well, to be fair. Like, they haven't played a huge amount of minutes between them on the pitch together, so the quicker we can get them back on the pitch together as well, the quicker we can start building up relationships and hopefully start going back in the right direction. Winning this won't change anything then is the next one, and someone said, like, except, progress in the Champions League, which I understand the point people are trying to make. I am kind of the opinion at this point, like, not to say I don't care, but if we finish 14th, as long as we get through in the top 24, I'm not overly fussed, to be honest. Like, we've seen PSG last year finish, like, 14th or 16th or something, and went on to win it. Like, obviously, we'd rather not have the extra games when we're playing so bad and you don't want more workload. You don't want to have to sit through more games ultimately either, but I think I'm easy as long as we do get through. We'll just reset from there and go from there. I think on our day, we can beat anyone. So look, bring it on. If we can get through it all, fantastic. If we can get through in the top 8, obviously that is better as well, but I'm not going to lose any sleep over it if we end up in the playoff part of the league table. Like, as long as we get through, like, I can't see any world where we don't finish outside the top 24, but let's be real. Who knows? No one would have predicted the season up till now, so God only knows. Get another 3 points this evening. We can move up the table yet again and just kind of solidify our place in the top bits. But yeah, I'm not going to lose any sleep if we don't finish top 8, but obviously I would prefer it. Last one to finish up then. So it says, if we lose this, I'm officially slot out. There could be no greater sign that it's time to go. And I think a lot of people will be in that camp. I myself, I'm already there, to be fair. I'm not going to be toxic about it, like I've said a few times, but I would be at the point now where I'd be looking around to see if you could get someone else in. I'm not going to be hounding him out. I will ultimately support the team while he's the manager. And look, if he can turn it around, I'm happy to put my hands up and say sorry and that I got it wrong. But I just don't see it at this point. I think it's heading down that road, and I'd rather just rip the plaster off quickly rather than let this drag out for months, have the fan base split, and then he eventually goes. I think he either needs to go soon or turn it around very, very quickly. Like, we need to see signs of progress in the next week, I think, really, to get people back on side. Otherwise, it's just going to keep getting worse, and he's already lost enough of the fan base at this point, and it's only going to get worse from here. So I do agree, though. I think losing to PSV tonight would be the last straw for a lot of people. Like, that would be absolutely horrendous and inexcusable, really. Like, the Forest loss at home was bad enough, but to follow that up then with a loss against PSV would be completely sackable offence. And I think ultimately the owners would have a decision to make at that point. I'm going to try stay positive, though. I'm going to go with a 4-1 win this evening. I think we'll have something similar to the Frankfurt game where, like, the intensity in the Champions League seems to be different. Like, we do seem to play better against teams on the continent, as shown by our, like, slightly better record in the Champions League so far. So I'm going to go 4-1. I'm going to go 4-1. Please let me know in the comments below what your score prediction is, how much you're looking forward to the game tonight. We all love watching Liverpool, right? Yeah, so please do hit the like button before you head out. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Craig will have a video in the afternoon, and then we'll be live this evening from 6:45 for our watch along. So please do join us for that one. I will talk to you very soon. Thank you very much for watching.